Students, in the last class we were studying what is an ideal gas and what is a real gas. What is an ideal gas? It is an imaginary gas, and we have assumed that this ideal gas follows all the gas laws and the equation PV equals nRT at all conditions of temperature and pressure. So it is an imaginary gas, and we also assumed that this gas obeys all the gas laws and the equation PV equals RT at all conditions of temperature and pressure. But the gases what we have known, namely hydrogen, oxygen, chlorine, carbon dioxide, etc., are all real gases because these gases do not follow the equation PV equals nRT and also all gas laws at all conditions of temperature and pressure. So we have classified one is an ideal gas and real gases. So while doing experiments, while studying in detail, we come to know that these gases do not follow the ideal gas equation, particularly at higher pressure and lower pressure, higher pressure and lower temperature. So this is understood by this graph. For example, if you plot, so what is an ideal gas equation? PV equals nRT. So at constant temperature, if temperature is kept constant, if for 1 mole of a gas N is 1 and R is constant is kept, temperature is kept constant. So PV equals constant for all values of P. So if you plot PV versus P, you will get a straight line parallel to x-axis for an ideal gas. So this is called ideal gas line. So when the ideal gas ಗೆ pressure ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ volume ಕಮ್ಮಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. The product of PV is always a constant. So 1 atmosphere, 2, 3, 4. If you go on increasing the pressure, the volume reduces proportionately so that the product of PV is always a constant. So if you join all these points, you will get a line which is parallel to x-axis. So this is a line for ideal gas. So if you plot PV versus P for some of the gases like hydrogen, helium, carbon dioxide, methane, etc., the curves are like this. This is for hydrogen gas, this is for helium gas, and this is curve for carbon dioxide gas, and this is curve for methane gas. So the curves for all these gases do not fall on this ideal gas line. Therefore we conclude that these are all not ideal gases, they are real gases. Why? Because they do not follow the equation PV equals nRT. If they follow the equation PV equals nRT, the curves for all these gases should also be a straight line parallel to x-axis. Since they are not following ideal gas equation, their curve is not fall on this ideal gas line. The curves are like this. Next, in observing these curves, so at lower pressure, what happens? All the curves meet at a point on the ideal gas line. The curves for all these gases meet at a point on the ideal gas line. So what this indicates, at very low pressure all these curves behave as an ideal gas. At lower pressure all the curves meet at ideal gas line. Ideal gas line, that means they behave as ideal gas. Behave as an ideal gas. ಯಾವಾಗ lower pressure ನಲ್ಲಿ, this is the lower pressure, at all the curves meet at a point which fall on an ideal gas line. This indicates that at lower pressure, when the pressure of the gas is low, that means when the volume is more, all gases behave as an ideal gas. So at this point the pressure is high. At higher pressure the curves are far away from this ideal gas line. That means the behavior of real gases as an ideal gas will be more, deviation will be more. So at lower pressure all gases meet at an ideal gas line, so they behave as an ideal gas and deviation from ideal gas is less. Deviation from ideal gas behavior will be less. At higher pressure curves move away from the ideal gas line. This shows that at higher pressure the deviation from ideal behavior will be more. So deviation will be more. So indicates that deviation will be more. That means at lower pressure all these gases behave as an ideal gases. At higher pressure they don't behave, or the deviation from ideal behavior will be more. Deviation will be less at lower pressure, deviation will be more at higher pressure. So if the same experiment is conducted at higher temperature, we don't find any these depressions. So all the curves will be increasing continuously. That means at higher temperature the deviation will be less, at lower temperature the deviation will be more. So finally what we will conclude, the deviation of real gases from ideal behavior will be less at lower pressure and higher temperature, more at higher pressure and lower temperature. So ನಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗಿದೆ ಗ್ಯಾಸಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಐಡಿಯಲ್ ಗ್ಯಾಸಸ್ಸು ಒಂದು ಕಡೆ ಆದರೆ ರಿಯಲ್ ಗ್ಯಾಸಸ್, ಐಡಿಯಲ್ ಗ್ಯಾಸಸ್ಸು ಐಡಿಯಲ್ ಗ್ಯಾಸ್ ಈಕ್ವೇಷನನ್ನು ಫಾಲೋ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ, ರಿಯಲ್ ಗ್ಯಾಸಸ್ಸು ಐಡಿಯಲ್ ಗ್ಯಾಸ್ ಈಕ್ವೇಷನನ್ನು ಫಾಲೋ ಮಾಡಲ್ಲ. ಯಾವಾಗ ಫಾಲೋ ಮಾಡಲ್ಲ, ಯಾವ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಫಾಲೋ ಮಾಡಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಗ್ರಾಫಿಂದ ಗೊತ್ತಾದರೆ, ಯಾವಾಗ ಫಾಲೋ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಹೈಯರ್ ಪ್ರೆಷರ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಮತ್ತು ಲೋಯರ್ ಟೆಂಪ್ರೇಚರ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ದೇ ಆರ್ ನಾಟ್ ಫಾಲೋಯಿಂಗ್. ಯಾವಾಗ ಫಾಲೋ ಮಾಡ್ತವೆ, ಅಟ್ ಲೋಯರ್ ಪ್ರೆಷರ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಹೈಯರ್ ಟೆಂಪ್ರೇಚರ್ ರಿಯಲ್ ಗ್ಯಾಸಸ್ ಬಿಹೇವ್ ಆ್ಯಸ್ ಎನ್ ಐಡಿಯಲ್ ಗ್ಯಾಸ್. ಸೊ ಯಾತಕ್ಕೆ ಫಾಲೋ ಮಾಡಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ರೀಸನ್ ಕಂಡುಹಿಡಿತಾ ಹೋದಾಗ ನಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗಿದೆ, ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಟೂ ರಾಂಗ್ ಅಸಂಪ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಕೈನೆಟಿಕ್ ಥಿಯರಿ. ಸೊ ಎರಡು ರಾಂಗ್ ಅಸಂಪ್ಷನ್ಸ್ಗಳನ್ನು ನಾವು ಕೈನೆಟಿಕ್ ಥಿಯರಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ಆ ಎರಡು ಅಸಂಪ್ಷನ್ಸ್ಗಳು ರಿಯಲ್ ಗ್ಯಾಸಸ್ಗೆ ಫಿಟ್ ಆಗಲ್ಲ, ಹೋಲ್ಡ್ಸ್ ಗುಡ್ ಆಗಲ್ಲ. ವಾಟ್ ಆರ್ ದೋಸ್ ಟೂ ರಾಂಗ್ ಅಸಂಪ್ಷನ್ಸ್? We have assumed that there is no force of attraction between the molecules. One assumption. ಎರಡನೇದು, molecules are very small. The space occupied by the molecule is negligible when compared with the total volume of the container. So ಈ ಎರಡು ಅಸಂಪ್ಷನ್ಸ್ಗಳು are the wrong assumptions. Because of these wrong assumptions, real gases are not following ideal gas equation. Next, ಯಾತಕ್ಕೆ ಯಾವಾಗ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ? At higher pressure and lower temperature ನಲ್ಲಿ these gases do not follow the ideal gas equation. ಯಾತಕ್ಕೆ ಫಾಲೋ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂದರೆ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಟೂ ರಾಂಗ್ ಅಸಂಪ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಕೈನೆಟಿಕ್ ಥಿಯರಿ. ಯಾಕೆ ಫಾಲೋ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂದರೆ at higher pressure what happens? The volume is less. At higher pressure the volume is less. So pressure, for example, at lower pressure, so this is the volume of the container. Yavaga lower pressure nalli volume is more, volume ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇದೆ, pressure ಕಮ್ಮಿ ಇದೆ. ಆವಾಗ the space occupied by the molecules is very small and it can be neglected. ಯಾವಾಗ at lower pressure or volume is more. If the volume of the gas is more or large, the space occupied by the molecules can be neglected because the space occupied by the molecules when compared with the total volume of the container can be neglected. This assumption holds good at lower pressure or higher volume. Therefore, at lower pressure all the gases behave as an ideal gas. At higher pressure the volume becomes less. At higher pressure the volume becomes less and the space occupied by the molecules cannot be neglected. When the volume becomes less and less, as you increase the pressure the volume becomes less and less. ಕಮ್ಮಿ ವಾಲ್ಯೂಮ್ ಇದ್ದಾಗ the space occupied by the molecules cannot be neglected. Therefore, at higher pressure the deviation will be more because at higher pressure the assumption the space occupied by the molecules can be neglected becomes wrong. Therefore, real gases do not follow the ideal gases equation at higher pressure and lower temperature. So, because of these two wrong assumptions, they do not follow the equation PV equals RT. And considering the attractive forces between the molecules at lower temperature and higher pressure, there is force of attraction between the molecules and the space occupied by the molecules cannot be neglected. We concluded that conclusion. So, considering these two factors, Van der Waals, a scientist, applied or corrected ideal gas equation PV is equal to nRT. So, PV equals RT. This is an ideal gas equation for 1 mole of an ideal gas. Ideal gas equation for 1 mole. So, Van der Waals, considering the attractive forces between the molecules, he added P ಗೆ ಏನು ಸೇರಿಸ್ತಾನೆ? a by v ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ಸೇರಿಸ್ತಾನೆ. v ನಲ್ಲಿ b ನ ಮೈನಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ, ಕಳಿತಾನೆ, is equal to RT. So he got the equation Van der Waals equation for 1 mole of a real gas. So this is ideal gas equation for 1 mole. This is Van der Waals equation for 1 mole of an ideal gas. So ಈ ಟರ್ಮನ್ನು ನಾವು ಕರೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಟರ್ಮ್, ಪ್ರೆಷರ್ ಕರೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಟರ್ಮ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಇದನ್ನು ನಾವು ವಾಲ್ಯೂಮ್ ಕರೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಟರ್ಮ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಫಾರ್ 1 mole. ಫಾರ್ n ಮೋಲ್ಸ್ಗೆ ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಐಡಿಯಲ್ ಗ್ಯಾಸ್ ಈಕ್ವೇಷನ್? ಪಿ ವಿ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ಸ್ nRT ಫಾರ್ n moles of an ideal gas. Similarly, what is van der Waals equation for n moles? P plus a n square divided by v square into v minus nb equals nRT. nRT, this is van der Waals equation for n moles. So ನಿಮಗೆ ಪರೀಕ್ಷೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಇದನ್ನು ಕೇಳ್ತಾನೆ, ರೈಟ್ ವಾನ್ ಡರ್ ವಾಲ್ಸ್ ಈಕ್ವೇಷನ್ ಫಾರ್ 1 mole ಅಥವಾ ವಾನ್ ಡರ್ ವಾಲ್ಸ್ ಈಕ್ವೇಷನ್ ಫಾರ್ n moles. ಇಲ್ಲಿ A and B are called van der Waals constant. Van der Waals constant, they depend upon the nature of the gas. So A refers to the attractive forces between the molecules, and B refers to the space occupied by the molecules. ಸೊ ನಮಗೆ ಐಡಿಯಲ್ ಪ್ರೆಷರ್ ಬರಬೇಕು ಅಂದರೆ ರಿಯಲ್ ಪ್ರೆಷರ್ಗೆ AN²/V² ಸೇರಿಸಬೇಕು. ಇಲ್ಲಿ A ಅನ್ನೋದು ಅಟ್ರಾಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಫೋರ್ಸ್ ಬಿಟ್ವೀನ್ ದಿ ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯೂಲ್ಸ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಡಿಪೆಂಡ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬಿ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದಿ ಸ್ಪೇಸ್. ನಮಗೆ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಚುವಲ್ ವಾಲ್ಯೂಮ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಗ್ಯಾಸ್ ಬೇಕು ಅಂದರೆ ದ ಸ್ಪೇಸ್ ಆಕ್ಯುಪೈಡ್ ಬೈ ದಿ ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯೂಲ್ಸ್ ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು? ಕಳಿಬೇಕು. ಬಿ ರೆಫರ್ಸ್ ಟು ದ ವಾಲ್ಯೂಮ್ ಆಕ್ಯುಪೈಡ್ ಬೈ ದ ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯೂಲ್ಸ್. Then we will get the corrected equation, which is called van der Waals equation for 1 mole, van der Waals equation for n moles. So van der Waals equation is very important. Adanna chennagi kaltkolli. So now today the extent of deviation of real gases from ideal behavior is also explained in terms of another factor which is called compressibility factor. What is compressibility factor? The extent of deviation of real gases. Real gases ಗಳು ideal gas behavior ಗಿಂತ ದೂರ ಹೊರಟೋಗುತ್ತೆ. ಯಾವಾಗ ದೂರ ಹೊರಟೋಗುತ್ತೆ? ಹೈಯರ್ ಪ್ರೆಷರ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಮತ್ತು ಲೋಯರ್ ಟೆಂಪ್ರೇಚರ್ನಲ್ಲಿ. ಲೋಯರ್ ಪ್ರೆಷರು ಮತ್ತು ಹೈಯರ್ ಟೆಂಪ್ರೇಚರ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಡಿವಿಯೇಷನ್ ಈಸ್ ಲೆಸ್. At higher pressure and lower temperature, deviation will be more. The extent of deviation of real gases from ideal behavior will be expressed and compared in terms of compressibility factor. What is compressibility factor? So we know PV equals nRT. What is this is called? This is called an ideal gas equation. This is ideal gas equation for n moles, for n number. So if when n equals 1, PV is equal to RT, that is ideal gas equation for 1 mole. Then PV divided by nRT, the ratio PV divided by nRT is called Z, where Z is called compressibility factor. So PV divided by nRT is equal to Z. What is Z? Z is called compressibility factor. So Z equals 1 ಆದರೆ PV divided by nRT Z equals 1 ಆದರೆ, if Z equals 1, it is an ideal gas. For an ideal gas, what is the value of compressibility factor? Z equals 1 because PV equals nRT for an ideal gas. So PV equals nRT. PV divided by nRT should be equal to 1. That ratio is called compressibility factor. For an ideal gas, Z equals 1. So if Z is either greater or less than 1, it is not an ideal gas, it is a real gas. It is a real gas. If Z equals 1, it is an ideal gas. If Z is greater than 1 or less than 1, it is a real gas. So now we will define what is compressibility factor. The ratio PV to nRT is called compressibility factor. Is called compressibility factor. That is compressibility factor Z. Compressibility factor ಇರಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ Z ಅಂತ ಸೇರಿಸ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. Z equals what? PV divided by nRT. Compressibility factor Z equals PV divided by nRT. For an ideal gas, Z equals 1. That means compressibility factor equals 1 because PV equals nRT for an ideal gas. Also note Z equals V real divided by V ideal, where V real equals volume of a real gas divided by V ideal equals volume of an ideal gas. So this is the definition of compressibility factor. The ratio of PV divided by RT is called compressibility factor. That is compressibility factor Z is equal to PV. This is very important. ಕೇಳ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ ನಿಮಗೆ, what is compressibility factor? So Z equals, ನೀವು compressibility factor Z is equal to PV divided by nRT ಅಂತ ಬರೆದ್ರೂ ನಡೆಯುತ್ತೆ. What is the value of compressibility factor for an ideal gas ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ Z equals 1 ಅಂತ ಬರೀಬೇಕು because PV equals nRT for an ideal gas. So compressibility factor is also defined as V real divided by V ideal. V real means volume of a real gas. V ideal means volume of the same volume of an ideal gas. Next, variation of compressibility factor. So this is note 1. Note 2. Z is used to determine the extent of deviation of real gases from ideal behavior. Is used to determine the extent of deviation of real gases from ideal behavior. So this is the definition of compressibility factor, and The importance of compressibility factor. Now, variation of compressibility factor. Variation of compressibility factor. Variation of compressibility factor Z with pressure P for some gases like hydrogen, helium, nitrogen, carbon dioxide, methane, etc. So, this is Z equals PV divided by nRT. Compressibility factor Z in y-axis. Here is P, pressure. So, this value is 1. Compressibility factor 1. This one is 2. This one is 3. So, PV divided by nRT equals 1. If Z equals 1, so this is an ideal gas. For an ideal gas, Z equals 1. So, this equation is an ideal gas equation. For all values of pressure and temperature, the value of Z equals 1. It is an ideal gas equation. For hydrogen gas, this is the curve. For helium, this is the curve obtained by plotting Z versus P. This is for carbon dioxide. This is for methane, etc. This is for methane, CH4, and this is for nitrogen, etc. So, write down for an ideal gas. Z equals 1 for all pressure and temperature because PV equals nRT for an ideal gas. Therefore, the plot of Z versus P, is a straight line parallel to x-axis. So now ideal gas ge, what is the value of Z equals 1 for all values of P and V, because PV is equal to nRT. Therefore, PV divided by nRT equals 1 for an ideal gas. That means Z equals 1. Plot of Z, that means PV versus nRT, for different values of pressure and temperature, you will get a straight line which is parallel to x-axis. Therefore, this line is called an ideal gas line. For all other gases, the curves what are other gases? Hydrogen, helium, carbon dioxide, nitrogen, etc. These are all called real gases. Other gases, the curves for all other gases, comma, the value of Z is greater or less than 1. That is, Z is either greater than 1 or less than 1. So for an ideal gas, Z equals 1, therefore you will get a straight line parallel to x-axis. For all other gases, Z is either greater than 1 or less than 1, greater than or less than 1, but it is not equal to 1. So next, at lower pressure, at lower pressure means this is the lower pressure, comma, at lower pressure, first we will know at higher pressure. At higher pressure, Z is greater than 1. At higher pressure, for all these gases, Z is greater than 1. So these are real gases with positive deviation. Real gases with positive deviation. With the positive deviation. So at higher pressure, Z is greater than 1. These are real gases with positive deviation. That means they are less compressible gases. They are less compressible gases. So at lower temperature, Z is less than 1. So here Z is almost equal to 1. At lower pressure, Z is almost equal to 1. That means they behave as ideal gases. So at higher pressure, Z is greater than 1. That means deviation of these gases from ideal behavior will be more. At lower pressure, Z is almost equal to 1 for all gases. That means at lower pressure, they behave as ideal gases. At moderate temperature, Z is less than 1 for many gases. So at moderate temperature, Z is less than 1 for many gases. So these gases are more compressible. So these gases are more compressible than ideal gases. So the behavior of real gases as an ideal gas depends upon pressure. At higher pressure, the deviation will be more. At lower pressure, the deviation will be less. So, up to what pressure they behave as an ideal gas, it depends upon the nature of the gas and also the temperature. So, the behavior of real gases as an ideal gas depends upon pressure. Up to what pressure they behave as an ideal gas is again depends upon the nature of the gas and also the temperature. This is very important. And then significance of, this is also very important, significance of compressibility factor Z. Significance of compressibility factor Z. So, number 1, if Z equals 1, it is an ideal gas. It is an ideal gas. So, here V real is equal to V ideal, volume of the real gas, and volume of ideal gases are both are same because Z is equal to V real divided by V ideal. So, if Z equals 1, it is an ideal gas. If Z equals 1, it indicates that volume of real gas is equal to volume of an ideal gas. Next, plot of Z versus P is a straight line parallel to X axis. These 2 points gottagutade. Z equals 1 anta. If Z is greater than 1, what it means? If Z is greater than 1, it is a real gas with positive deviation. Real gas with positive deviation andre curves straight agi increase aagta hogutte. Here V real is greater than V ideal. So, volume of the real gas is greater than volume of ideal gas. That means the gases are less compressible and not easy for liquefaction. Not easy for liquefaction. So, ee gases inna yav gases inna real gases with positive deviation anna tagondu now pressure apply madidre volume ideal gases volume ಎಷ್ಟು ಡಿಕ್ರೀಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೋ ಅಷ್ಟು ಡಿಕ್ರೀಸ್ ಆಗಲ್ಲ. ಅಂದರೆ ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯೂಲ್ಸ್ಗಳು ಅಷ್ಟು ಕಂಪ್ರೆಸ್ ಆಗಲ್ಲ. ಯಾವಾಗ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಕಂಪ್ರೆಸ್ ಆಗಲ್ವೋ ಅವನ್ನು ನಾವು ಲಿಕ್ವಿಫೈ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಅದನ್ನು ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು ನಾವು. So and then so this is about if Z is greater than 1. Number 3, if Z is less than 1, it is a real gas with negative deviation. So here V real is less than V ideal. The gases are more compressible more compressible and can be liquefied. So ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ಸು ಹೈಡ್ರೋಜನ್, ಹೀಲಿಯಂ ಎಕ್ಸೆಟ್ರಾ. ಹೈಡ್ರೋಜನ್ ಗ್ಯಾಸು ಮತ್ತು ಹೀಲಿಯಂ ಗ್ಯಾಸಸ್ಸಿನ ಕರ್ವ್ಸ್ಗಳು ಬಿಗಿನಿಂಗಿಂದ ಸ್ಟ್ರೈಟಾಗಿ ಇನ್ಕ್ರೀಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಅವನ್ನ ನಾವು ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ಡಿವಿಯೇಷನ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಈ ಗ್ಯಾಸಸ್ಗಳ ವಾಲ್ಯೂಮು ಐಡಿಯಲ್ ಗ್ಯಾಸ್ ವಾಲ್ಯೂಮುಗಿಂತ ಏನಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಅಟ್ ಎ ಪರ್ಟಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಟೆಂಪ್ರೇಚರ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಪ್ರೆಷರ್. ಸೊ ಇವುಗಳ ವಾಲ್ಯೂಮು if Z is less than 1, these are real gases with negative deviation. Here V real is less than V ideal, the gases are more compressible. Example, carbon dioxide, methane, nitrogen, etc. are all real gases with negative deviation where Z is less than 1. So compressibility factor ಏನು ಗೊತ್ತಾಯಿತು ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಇವಾಗ? Compressibility factor is a factor which is used to know the extent of deviation of real gases from ideal behavior. So if Z equals 1, it is an ideal gas. If Z is greater than 1, it is a real gas with positive deviation. These gases are less compressible and cannot be liquefied. If Z is less than 1, these are called real gases with positive negative deviation. They are more compressible than ideal gases. They can be liquefied. So hydrogen and helium cannot be liquefied easily, whereas carbon dioxide and methane, nitrogen, etc. can be liquefied easily. And then there is another factor which is called boil temperature or boil point. This is also very important. What is boil temperature or boil point? Boil temperature or boil point. So this is also very important. It is the temperature at which the temperature at which a real gas obeys ideal gas equation. The temperature at which a real gas obeys ideal gas equation over a range of pressure. The temperature at which a real gas obeys ideal gas equation over a range of pressure is called boil temperature or boil point. Boil temperature or boil point. Full stop. Note, above this temperature, that is boil point, Z is greater than 1. Below this temperature or boil point, Z is less than 1. So this is the temperature at which a real gas obeys ideal gas equation over a range of pressure. This point is known as boil point or boil temperature. Above this temperature, Z is greater than 1. So they are called real gases with positive deviation. So Z is less than 1. These are real gases with negative deviation. at this temperature Z equals 1. They behave as ideal gases. They behave as ideal gases. So this is enough for today, and this completes the chapter gaseous state. So we will continue tomorrow.